We ask our industry leaders, what does success for UK nuclear look like over the next decade?
I think we'll see much greater diversification of technologies. So I think we're going to see all of gigawatt and SMR and advanced nuclear and fusion, and that's great because all of these things have something to bring to the party. But all of it needs to be developed in a way which actually benefits the power system and brings down bills for consumers as a whole.
I think we will all be working in a single digital environment, taking a model-based systems engineering approach. And what that means is that we're taking learnings from other complex and heavily regulated industries such as aerospace and defence.
I think it needs to be doing more things. If nuclear in 10 years is still just putting sparks on the grid, then we've done something horribly wrong. Because nuclear can do heat, it can do hydrogen, it can do electricity, it can flex. So I want to see nuclear playing a much more flexible role in the whole energy sector, rather than just churning out to the grid.
I'm very positive about it. I think we're building a very strong momentum in UK. We've seen Hinkley being privately financed through EDF. Then Sizewell C, which has developed a very unique financing model. Third is now Great British Energy nuclear-led Rolls-Royce SMR procurement. And next chapter in nuclear is Advanced Nuclear Framework that DESNIS has launched. So I'm very, very positive about the great momentum we built and looking forward to playing a part in that.
So I think success for energy security, so if I flip that question around a little bit, means that we've got a significant proportion of electricity coming from nuclear power, and that we have overcome a lot of the barriers that we're currently talking about, and that we have a continuous supply of nuclear energy onto the UK grids that's providing that stable base load from now on into the future.
Yeah, so I think the next decade is really quite exciting because when you look at the targets that have been set, we will see new nuclear assets on the grid. So it was spoken about earlier by Julia Pike in the keynote about how nuclear is not about the technology, it's about what it's actually delivering. So by that time we should see major gigawatts coming from Hinkley Point C. We should see Sizewell really on the way, getting close to delivering power as well. We should see a national champion in Rolls-Royce SMR, so that's really quite exciting for the country to have our own technology in the game, delivering power. And I'd also like to think that we're seeing the UK really starting to export again, so using that national champion, leveraging that opportunity and really pushing forward. So hopefully a big part of the mix, big part of the national conversation, not in the shadows, delivering power.
We talk a lot about energy security, and nuclear is quite obviously an answer to that. If we can have that replication, the same things being built, standardised, lots of them, then companies like ours can really commit now. We can commit to training, we can commit to skills, we can commit to people, we can commit to communities, and ultimately, if things are the same, then we can really then look to optimise, take waste out of the build programmes, and increase that productivity and ultimately drive cost, and ultimately that means cheaper electric for everybody.